Hi there, this is Crowbeak, back with another episode of my Final Fantasy X Let's Play. We have just had the reveal! Capital letters, perhaps trademark. We now have seen the explanation in-game to Titus of the thing that he has been ignorant of for so long, that summoners don't survive battling sin. It does not happen. Even if the Guardians do their job right and get the summoner all the way through their pilgrimage to get the final Aeon and go take out sin, in the process of defeating sin, the summoner is also slain. That's interesting to think about from one perspective. No
3 minute math.
time.
Reno,
Time.
we reach
Hurry,
1
hurry.
minute.
You have 1 minute.
Where's Yuna?
Ajanuha Hupun? Ajanuha Yemeja.
I said,
don't
where
like
is
that.
she?
Everyone on board.
Answer me! Answer
Everyone
me, damn
something.
you!
What do you do when you find her, eh?
He just doesn't look strong enough to lift a guy that big.
I didn't know
Off the ground.
anything about what a summoner is supposed to do. And I told her all those things without even knowing. I've got to tell her. I've got to tell her I'm sorry.
That's it? You're gonna tell her you're sorry. And then you just drag her to Zanarkand and make her fight Sheen, huh? You're all the same. Let the summoner die so we can live in peace.
See, now that looks a lot more realistic.
No!
Ah, words. Show me action.
I'm telling you, she won't die!
Boy, don't forget those words. 'Cause if you do, I'm gonna make you regret it.
Kind of sounds like he knows that Yuna is
I
his
won't.
niece. I don't think Riku has mentioned knowing that she and Yuna are cousins.
So you know where she is?
Of course not. That's why we're gonna look.
Dun 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 dun.
Using this airship.
Airship?
Because it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy
Venga,
game without a
ven todo
Cid
cu.
having an airship.
Marie! Even make it 1,000 years, Ujantia!
Oh, yeehaw was what the first word was. Yeehaw! This looks more like a Stargate than an airship so far. That's really neat with the sand falling down and everything. I have to wonder...
Jack!
Ah? Nick, pick, pick, pick!
Yeah, I'm not able to parse those lines that fast. I was gonna say something about what? Oh, the cloth on the bottom is tattered. I remember what I was gonna say. If they have this airship, well, I guess they have to have a place to land it. I was gonna ask why they bothered making home in the first place if they have an airship, but it's only so big anyway.
Heck,
It
help
flies.
Street.
Next, something, something, something. You.
E-A-U-E.
Uh,
Nobo Meno. Ren Mili.
now this is interesting.
Yoju.
Bunch of Al Bhed singing the Hymn of the Faith.
Asate Kana.
I had forgotten that this happened. But given how prevalent the song is
What's going on?
in the world,
We're gonna blow up our home.
How?
With one of the forbidden machina.
bitch.
Tito! Tina!
I like how they go straight from him of the faith, oh, we're gonna blow up the thing, to, with the Forbidden Machina, exciting music. A little too abrupt a change for me. There are so many things that are interesting about Yevon. The fact that the Albed question the precepts of Yevon, the stories that have been handed down, the reasons that they give for doing things. And they question the whole idea that you should be sending the summoners on the pilgrimage in the first place. Return to land, is what he says. They still, between things like the Fireflies being real and the Farplane being real, what is something about what is good about Machina, and then I didn't see the rest of it.
Boom! Like happy festival fireworks, yeah?
Oh my god.
You can cram your happy festival, you big meanie.
Attempt to cheer her failed. That was a crit fail. He rolled a 1 and had like a negative modifier to boot. So bad. Anyway, there are things about the world and the setting, such as the Fireflies, the presence of the Farplane, where people actually just appear, depending on what your thoughts and stuff are. You know, that connect Yevon and the Albed together. So even though the Albed do not really adhere to Yevon's precepts, it's almost like there are certain truths inherent in Yevon that they can't deny. And then of course the song is just tied to everything. It's such good setting, such good world building here. I don't think I can really do any. Oh, maybe I can talk to Brother. Why would you name your son Brother? See it again. Really not so something. Something about being confusing, I think. I don't know. I can't read it that
This
bad.
is tough on all of us.
Why didn't I just shut my big mouth?
'Cause you're a dork. Definitely a dork. I'm gonna save. Definitely time to be saving. Okay.
I'm
What do you
okay.
got to say?
I'm fine. Really.
Alright, Uncle Sid, what are we doing?
Did you find out anything about Yuna?
I'm looking into it, okay?
Looking into his crystal ball.
Don't worry, I'm using a sphere Finder. If she's out there, we'll get her.
Technobabble.
Sphere Finder?
Go.
It's an ancient machina. I don't know how it works either, so don't ask me, okay?
Super technobabble.
And you still use it?
So babbly we don't even understand it.
I don't even rightly know how this rig flies, either. Because of the Yevon
That is a
taboo
little
of
bit.
machina, we're running around in the dark here. Ain't it a rush, kiddos?
I really like this iteration of Sid. He's such a hick. But it's just... yeah, I like him.
Careful what you touch. Ship's not as stable as she looks.
We're powerless as long as we're on this ship.
Yeah?
I can't believe we're flying through the sky in this. A machina.
Poor guy. Poor guy. His world is just turned all upside down these days.
Remember this ship?
He doesn't
It's
know how to... Oh. Wait, they found this under
Remember
the
this
sea?
ship? It's the one we found under the sea.
Ooh. That's pretty quick turnaround time on making it work. Hey, Aaron, what's up?
Whether Yuna's safe or not, there's trouble brewing.
Thanks, bro.
Whether Yuna's safe or not.
That's information I didn't know. Poor Passe, real quick. Passe, this kid. He came along to help guard his brother here, and has now officially seen things kids should probably not see.
Let him rest.
Yeah.
Let him sleep, man.
Yeah. What do you have to say, Maroda?
Hey, I'm not looking forward to my brother dying when this is all over. If only there was some way of doing it without anyone dying.
Let's think of one.
Easier said than done. If we had all the time in the world, yeah, we'd think of something. And while we were thinking, sin would kill us all. Spira doesn't have that time.
That raises a question. What do people do in the 10 years, you know, like in the lulls between sin attacks? There must be some expansion of life. And granted, 10 years isn't enough time to really spread out really far. Even if you, like, have 3 kids, there's not going to be that many of them. And I assume that people are going to be reluctant to have too many kids because the more kids you have, the more people there are, the more likely sin is to come around next time it comes. But this even with the lulls between sin, yeah, people of Spira are too busy just trying to live their lives to really consider themselves with trying to find a permanent solution, except for maybe the Al Bhed. Although I would think that, I don't know, I feel like the Al Bhed should probably have realized that just locking all the summoners up wasn't going to be the best idea they could have.
The Al Bhed caught up to us in Besaid. They grabbed Passe, so we had to do what they said.
Aww.
We needed a break anyway. Passe was pretty tired. He should never have come on the pilgrimage, little kid like that. Still, he does pretty good for his size. He's gonna be something someday.
There are a lot of things I could say about them bringing Passe along, but I should wait, because...
We owe our lives to the Al Bhed.
Because of stuff that
However,
happened
no
later.
matter how they beg, we cannot quit our pilgrimage.
Even though you'll die?
I've known since I was a child. My will is set. If I do not do it, someone else must, you understand.
It's very much a the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one thing that the summoners are doing. They're sacrificing their own lives in the hopes that fewer lives of other people must be sacrificed. Not only, the faster that sin is defeated, the fewer people it's going to destroy in its big attacks on whole villages. And the faster any summoner succeeds, the fewer other summoners will die in the attempt. But this also explains why, early in the game especially, as we were traveling the high road, people were offering us gifts along the road. Please give this to the summoner. Here's something to help the summoner on her journey. Everyone is well aware of the fact that these summoners are heading straight for death. If they don't die on the pilgrimage, they'll die fighting sin, whether they defeat sin or not. And the fact that they're willing to make that sacrifice to go to that level is something that everyone is thankful for.
Kimari never forget the Al Bhed sacrifice.
He's talking there about the Al Bhed who were trying to protect the summoners when their home was under attack. Hey, Rin. I gotta say real quick, I like this script. If you look over my head at this sign here, and even in the cockpit, back where things were being done and stuff, like here on this overhang, there's more of this script. There's more on the wall next to Maroda. See, I'm pretty sure I have to go farther that way.
After rescuing Yuna,
balls.
then what? You want to keep her safe, correct? Would you seek to stop her pilgrimage?
Of course! If she continues this fool pilgrimage, she will die. Sure as if you killed her yourself. No harebrained law or teaching could send my little niece to her death.
So he definitely knows.
When I save her, I'll make her give up being a summoner quicker than a desert melts ice.
Even against her will?
Better than a dog's death. And I'll take down anyone who don't agree.
Battle of wills there.
You are the captain.
Two big men. Woo.
Good! Then it's settled.
I think Orin thinks he's gonna fail. Anyway, the reason I came in here was because I wanted to... And of course, camera. But you see all of those diagrams that are on the windows there that are showing up on that heads-up display. They're also all in this script. Earlier in some cutscenes, I saw it really popping out. It looks like those screens there have the same script as well. And I don't know if this script is Al Bhed writing, or if, since, and you can see it here on the floor here where I'm standing, there's a bit of texture of it there. Also on the walls here on the right-hand side. And it looks like on the right-hand side, the upper sticker is done top to bottom, right to left, like Japanese traditionally is. So they're mixing both kinds, which makes sense since it's a Japanese game. But there is...
Well.
Whether this is an Al Bhed script
you too have escaped
or
You were on the ship
words
too?
that are here
I came
from
home to
ancient
pick up some
past,
goods
it's still a
and
really
found
neat
myself here.
script.
Quite the escape.
I'd have to spend a lot of time looking at it to figure out if
Thankfully, my goods were spared.
it could be Al Bhed or not, since
Please
Al
let
Bhed
me
is just a
know
cryptogram
if you need any of my wares.
Well, I say of English. In the English version, of course, Al Bhed language is a cryptogram of English. But in the... Oh. I bet Al Bhed is just another cryptogram in Japanese as well. Probably written in katakana. Anyway, I'll mull over linguistic stuff while I'm looking at this shop here. For now, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, so if you're watching on YouTube, have a good one.